Hi, everyone. Welcome to the McDonough Virtual Home Show. I'm Debbie Donaldson, your host, and I'll be showing you three beautiful homes in McDonough here under $450,000. I'm really looking forward to sharing these homes with you, and I hope we have a little fun today. So when I say fun, I'm talking about McDonough fun. McDonough is known for arts and entertainment and just and recreation and just kind of a relaxed atmosphere where I even call it my little Hallmark town. It feels so homey. And a couple of my favorite things to do is to take people to see the art on the square downtown. And this particular place is of the Beatles here is in front of Dr. Fayes's office. He's a family vision doctor, and his son is a Beatles fan, and he has Beatles art around. And this is my brother and his wife and my husband, and we decided we would pose with the Beatles. And I shared this with Dr. Fayes. He thought it was hysterical. And this picture over here are my buddies from Henry County Rotary. The club supports nonprofit organizations locally and nationally. We do things like fill food pantries here locally and support the fight against human trafficking. And we also last fall took truckloads of supplies up to North Carolina after the storms. So it's a fun group, and we do a lot of really good community service work that totally inspires me. And that's what this little town is all about. It's about community. The before we launch into to talking about the properties, I'd like to share with you a couple of things about McDonough. For those of you who are watching and don't live here, we have 11 parks, 11 beautiful parks. They're well kept. The Parks and Rec division of Henry County takes good care of our parks and does a really good job. We have entertainment at the parks, sports at the parks like pickleball and tennis and even some indoor recreation things. We have events on the square. In fact, I'd like to invite you to next Sunday is the St. Patrick's Day event on the square. And I'll be there with my friend Tricia Bowman with Bowman's Heating and Air, and we'll be at under a tent by the stage, and we'll be playing games and giving away door prizes. So if you do live here, stop by. We'd love to see you. And the other thing that I'd like to share with you is that small town feel of McDonough is not just a feel. Population of McDonough is about 32,000, and we're the center of the Henry County area and the seat of the county. And Henry County is 260,000. So we are definitely is this small little hometown community, and real estate is a big part of that community. And there are a couple of things about real estate, and whether you are following real estate and wondering if it's a buyer's market or a seller's market, I'd like to share with you a little information about, oh, I went too fast, a little information about I'm going to turn the volume up so you can hear it about what about. Okay, my little bar is not letting me back to. Okay, here we go. Oh no, I don't know what happened here. She's here, but I'm going to fill in the blanks and then I'll find the next screen. There are, as you saw, there are 1,165 listings in Henry County. I want, I wonder if you know how many are in McDonough. In McDonough, we have 586 listings, and that's about a 2-month inventory for the buyers that we have out there. The price range is from 150,000 to 3.5 million, and at 3.5 million, there's probably a lot of land that goes with that. The 586 is single family residential, and the 1165 is the same thing. The
So Debbie,
yes,
is that everything in the 2 zip codes of McDonough? Is that what that is?
586, yes,
Okay.
yes. And the days on the market is the thing that I think is really telling. But before we get there, it it got stuck on a screen that is really good to show that home properties are stable, but a little lower than the year before. You can see February 2024 at average median listing price for the county was $389, and the average listing price in January was $379. So my screen is behaving all by itself. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm gonna okay, I think I have my video back, so let's see if we get all the way through. So this is a screen that I really wanted to talk about, and that is our days on market. You know, gone are the days where you put your house on the market and it sold over the weekend. This is a regular market. This is not a buyer's market or a seller's market. It's a balanced market. Buyers expect value. Sellers expect to maintain their property values. And we'll talk a little bit about how these 3 properties have been able to maintain their market value. So you notice the listing prices were a little lower than before. You'll see that the selling prices are also just a little bit lower. And that's just the realism of this market. We went up so fast post-COVID, and then and we had a shortage of homes. We still have a shortage of homes, like I talked about, but the this price range is it's not like there's significant drop in prices. And as you can see, homes are still selling. Even though there have been some shifts in the market, homes are still selling. So now let's talk about the 3 homes that we're going to see today. I picked these 3 homes. I'm going to pull up my little cheat sheet. The 3 homes that we have, I thought about this as if we were going to drive together to go see those 3 homes. I put together a map. I put together for my buyers. I put together the highlights of the area and kind of the driving distance to things. And for those of you not in McDonough or not in Henry County, McDonough is about to give you relationship to Atlanta, we're about a 45-minute drive to Atlanta, to the airport. 45 to 50 minutes to downtown Atlanta, depending on the traffic. That could creep up to an hour or so if it's in rush hour traffic. And so, but we're going to hone in right on McDonough. And this is the McDonough Square right here. So and then this is I-75, which leads you up north to downtown or down south to Macon. And so McDonough is kind of here, and this is the heart of McDonough, and everything that we're going to look at is to the west. And 308 Belle Isle will be first. The we talked about McDonough a little bit already: shopping, restaurants, entertainment, and then I've given the miles of each home to Heritage Park because there's so much that goes on there. There's an event center, there's a huge park, a veterans memorial and museum, a community garden, there are baseball fields. There are just a lot of events that happen there. So it's a great place to take friends when they come out of town, or just a family day out. So before I show you Belle Isle, the first home up here, all the way up here, the three things that these homes have that are made me choose them is first, they're in quiet, well-kept neighborhoods. And that means those homes will retain their value over time. The second thing is that all three homes are maintained and up to date. They're not modern, they're not outdated, they have neutral colors, they're dressed to show, and two of them are move-in ready. So this gives you value in a home that's you're not going to have to invest a lot of money in updates and upgrades. The third thing is the asking price. I thought it was important that the homes on this tour be within the range of homes sold in the area. That means you don't have any worries about, is it going to be, am I going to be able to finance it? Will it appraise at market value? And then since it is within market value, a couple of them actually are a little lower than market value so that the buyer has equity when you move in. So you'll have that little nest egg already, even if you don't have a large down payment. So those were the three criteria that I looked for. And of course, all three homes are listed by Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Georgia Properties. And I'd be happy. And if you find something you love on here, I'd be happy to show you in person. So let's talk about home number one, 308 Belle Isle. It's in the Stanley Park subdivision, 4 beds, 3 baths, 3,800 square feet. And the asking price is $446,000. And we'll touch on these highlights at the end of the little film I put together on Belle Isle. I wanted to show you the entrance, and it'll come up again, but that entrance is so pretty, and there are some white trees, and I've been wondering what those trees are. I don't know if they're dogwood or cherry, but they're so beautiful. If you have allergies, I'm sorry, they probably drive you crazy, but I just love those beautiful white blooming trees in the spring. This is a picture of the Belle Isle, front of the Belle Isle home from my website. And as you can see, you can view many photos on the site. I'm not going to show you all the photos, but I just wanted to show you where you can go to get all the detailed information after this tour. You can go to debbiedonaldsongroup.com and just search 308 Belle Isle, and this will come up, and you can poke around and see more information. Oh, I stopped it a little too soon. So this is a view of the kitchen. In fact, I think I'm going to back this up a little bit because I wanted to show you the front of the home and what the neighborhood looks like around the home. As you can see, once those trees are all filled in, it's very private, very well kept. The other homes are a good distance away. You're not right up on top of your neighbors. And then inside the home, there's a lot of crown molding everywhere. And as you can see, neutral colors. And the kitchen has granite countertops and classic white appliances, which is coming back. It's and the granite just makes it pop, and the neutral colors. So this is a beautiful kitchen, all classic. Everything about this home screams classic to me. And then there's this big backyard with a wood deck, and you can see it's even private, even though the leaves aren't on the trees. It's a very large backyard. Each of the homes that I'm going to show you are on close to an acre of land. So you have plenty of space. You have lots of playroom if you have kids. If you like to entertain, there's lots of outdoor space to entertain, large kitchens to prep in. So it's really a beautiful way to spend your day. So I'm gonna move along here to the next, since we had some technical difficulty. I'm gonna move along next to home number 2, which is 1129 River Green Court. It's in Crown River subdivision, and I drive by that subdivision all the time. It's right along Airline Road, which is one of the longest roads in McDonough. And it's 3 beds, 2 baths, a ranch home with everything on the main floor. Has a large updated kitchen. And let's just take a look at that home. You can see the Crown River neighborhood entrance there. And again, the home on our website, you can search. And in fact, if you have a home to sell before you can buy, in this area up here on the right, you can click on seller and get an estimate of your home. Here's the front yard. And as you can see, there's not quite as much space as Belle Isle, but still plenty of breathing room between every home in this subdivision. And in fact, the living room was so beautiful. I recorded the invitation from the living room, and the dining room and kitchen are behind my big fat head there. The bar opens to the dining room and living room, and then the kitchen extends behind there. But this is the feature of this home that I loved. This spa-like shower. Oh my gosh, I could just spend a week in there. The nice little bench to sit on, 2 shower heads. I can just see myself. And then of course, this is the backyard, nice tool shed for your mower and lawn equipment. And again, a big private backyard. And you know, some of the other highlights, it's just 6 miles to Town Square, McDonough Square, 8 miles to Heritage Park, and only 5 miles from grocery shopping. So then so we'll move on to the third home, and so I can get you on with your day. The home number 3 is 276 Arborview Drive. It's in Ivy Creek Walk subdivision. And that's a subdivision that's kind of tucked out of the way. It doesn't get a lot of drive-by traffic. The streets aren't busy back in there. And in fact, the streets aren't busy around any of them, but this one's kind of tucked back. It's 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 2,400 square feet. It's listed at $374,000. And I'll just pop right over here and show you what I love about this home is I don't know if it's gonna, there we go. Okay, my video has decided to be cranky. Oh, darn. So we'll go back. So we'll go back and talk about Arborview. Shoot, we're not, for some reason that video is not playing. The, we'll just talk about it. There's this huge island in the kitchen, and the kitchen is large, and this big island, everything overlooks the living room that has a fireplace, and it's cozy but spacious. And I can just see friends and family gathering around that bar and for meals and parties and just really enjoying that space. The upstairs, there's a spacious owner suite with a spa like a garden tub and a large shower and a walk-in closet. And then of course this one has another one that has a huge backyard. It's 9 miles to McDonough Square, 7 miles to Heritage Park, and only 3 miles to the Publix grocery shopping. And so all three of these homes have that unique quality that I look for when I help buyers find a home. The unique quality is that it's in the type of neighborhood that my client wants to be in. It's in a condition that my client is comfortable with. And in this case, all three of these homes are move-in ready. One is occupied, but you'll not need to do work once they get out, and you will be able to just move right in. And then the third thing is the value, the absolute value for the investment. And for most of us, our home is our biggest investment. And so we want to make sure we have equity in that investment, and we have a stake in that investment, and that we love that investment. It's our home. It's where we're going to live. And so I want to make sure that you love the home you live in. It would be my honor to help you. Just reach out to me. Here are ways. I appreciate you attending. Here are ways to reach out. My phone number is 470-275-2490. You can see my email address here, or just go to debbiedonaldsongroup.com and search for homes. I'd love to show you some of the beautiful homes on my site. And in fact, my site has all the properties available for sale in the Georgia MLS and the First MLS systems, which cover almost the whole. It does cover the whole metropolitan Atlanta metropolitan area. So have a wonderful day, and thanks for taking time out of your day.